Hello children, I am Rashmi Pillai from Mount Carmel School and today I am going to teach you mathematics for class 6th and the topic will be fractions. So let's start learning. Fractions. In fractions you will find there are two numbers, one on the top and the other on the below. The number which is on the top will give you numerator, the value of numerator. The number which is down will give you the value of denominator. As you can see this figure, there are total 8 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This shows that this particular box has 8 divisions that they have written at the bottom. That means the total number of divisions will come down. The required one, that was the shaded one, as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That is why we write the fraction, the required number on the top or the shaded part on the top, and on the denominator we will write the total. So this denotes that the shaded region is 5/8 of this total box. When you see this, here also you can see there are 2 divisions total. They have written on the top, bottom. Then the one is your shaded region. They have written on the top. Same goes with here. This is known as 2/3. This is 1/4 or 1/4. This is 3/5 or 3/5. And this is 4/7 or 4/7. So when the question comes in this way, that 5/9, tell me which is the numerator and which is the denominator. So you are going to say that 5 is the numerator and 9 is the denominator. Let's see the next set of question, that is, write 4 fractions equivalent to each of the following. The first one was 3/5. In this type of questions, what you have to do, I'll teach you now. To you that question, we need to first clear what is equivalent fraction. So, for equivalent fraction, what you have to do is, first you have to cut short the numbers into simplest form. As you can see, the smallest fraction, that is 1/2, cannot be further cancelled off. Can you cancel this more? No, because this is already in simplest form. Let's see this one. This is 3/6. You can cancel it off. 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6. Same goes here. Again you can cancel this. This will give you 1/2. Same goes with this. It will also give you 1/2. So you can see, when we were cutting short all these rational numbers into simplest form, what do we get? We get the common fraction as 1/2. Now let's see how to solve this question. They are asking you to write 4 fractions equivalent to each of the following. The first one is 3/5. That means you have to give 4 fractions, but the condition is that it should be equivalent to this. So for such questions, what you will do is, you are going to multiply with a number, but you have to multiply it with the numerator as well as the denominator. So if I take 3/5, I have to multiply, suppose I'll not take the smallest number 1, because if I take 1, I am going to get the same one. Yes or no? So we are not going to do that. We will start with the next number, that is 2. Because we can do randomly, we can take numbers. So let's start with 2. This will give 6/10. Then the second one, let's do by 3. You will get How much? 9 by 15. Same way, let's do it with 4. You are going to get 12 by 20. Then we'll do by 5. You're getting 15 by 25. So, by solving these, what you got 4 rational numbers which are equivalent to the question. Now, some of you will be thinking, how is 6 by 10 equal to 3 by 5 or 9 by 15 equal to 3 by 5? How it will be is, when you cut short these numbers into simplest form, what are you going to get? Like, when you cancel this, 3 2s are 6, 5 2s are 10, 3 3s are 9, 5 3s are 15, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 20, 3 5s are 15, and 5 5s are 25. 5 is the common factor here, 4 is the common factor here, 3, and here 2. So what you got, children? You got what? The number 355 back. So in this question, they were asking you to give 4 equivalent fractions which are equal to this number. Whenever this type of question will come, you are going to attempt in such a way that any number you take, you have to multiply it with the numerator as well as the denominator. Okay, so you will get 4 numbers and that number will give you the answer. So what will be your answer? You will write the fractions, the required fractions are 6 by 10, 9 by 15, 12 by 20, and 15 by 25. This will be your answer. The other set of questions, that is, you have to write an equivalent fraction of 3 by 4 where the numerator they have given you that it should be 24. So how to do these type of questions? Here they will give you a fraction, like let's take this fraction 3 by 4 with numerator 24. In such case, they have given you that the fraction is 3 by 4 and you have to give a equivalent fraction. Okay, equivalent fraction I have already explained you how to take it, but they have given you that in the answer, in the final answer, your numerator means it will come on the top, your numerator has to be 24. We don't know what will be the denominator. So how to do these type of questions we'll study today. First you will write the question as it is. 3 by 4 you will write it. Then what you will do is, you have to find a number which when multiplied on the top, on the numerator place, you will get 24. Yes, I know everybody has got the answer. What is that? That is 8. When you multiply 3 by 8, what you get? You get 24. And what I taught you, in equivalent fraction, you have to multiply the same number down also. That means 8 will come down also. So what will be the next fraction? Denominator 1. 4 8s are 32. So what is your answer? Your answer is 24 by 32. Now let's see another set of question. We saw this one, that was 3 by 4 with numerator it was given 24. And you have seen that this number was the simplest form and this is the biggest number, right? Out of these 3 numbers, 24 is the bigger one. 3 by 4 is smaller to 24. So what we have done? We have multiplied it. Now let's see the third question. In third question, 24, 60 and 2. What is the biggest number? The biggest number has come here now. Now, if you have to bring the numerator as 2, so do you multiply it by 24? No. If you multiply any number by either 24 or by 60, you are never going to get 2. Why? Because 2 is smaller to both of them. So in such cases, we will divide it. Now let's see, children, how to do this. The question given is, what was the question? It was 24 by 60, where the numerator has to be how much? 2. Now, when you see this, that your numerator has to be 2, that means you have to divide, that I already told you, because it is very smaller to it, so you cannot multiply it. Now, when you think in your mind, that is 24 divided by 2, what will be the answer? The answer will be 12. Yes or no? What is 12 twos are? What is 12 twos are? 12 twos are is 24. So, in your mind, it should come fast that the number which should come here is 12. That means when you divide 24 by 12, you are definitely getting 2. And when you have did 12 on the top, you have to do it down also. So when you divide 60 by 12, you are going to get 5. Yes or no? What is 12 into 5, children? 12 5s are 60. Yes or no? So you have to do division where the numbers are smaller to this fraction. You have to do division. If the number are bigger to the fraction, you are going to multiply. And pay attention to one thing, that whatever number you're multiplying or dividing on the top, you have to do it down also. Like here we have done numerator cases. Now let's see this question. This is, you have to give the equivalent fraction and denominator they have given you. That means they are telling you the number is 28 by 40 and they are telling you that the denominator has to be 10. Okay, till now I have told you about numerator, so let me tell you about denominator also. That means they have given you denominator, but they have asked you to find the numerator. Again, you have to do same way, don't worry. Again, you know that this number is bigger to this. That means you are not going to multiply. What are you going to do now? Division. So what you will do in division case? You are going to find a number which when divided by this will give you this. So what is 40 divided by 4? 40 divided by 4 is how much, children? It is 10. Yes or no? So when you divide 40 divided by 4, same way you have to divide on the top also. So what you will get? What is 28 divided by 4? 7. Yes or no? 7 4s are 28. And what is 40 divided by 4? 10. So now see, you have fulfilled it. They told you that denominator should be 10 and you have got it. So what is your answer? Your answer is 7 by 10. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's see the next type of question. To test whether two given fractions are equivalent or not, what we have to do in such cases? What you have to do is, let's see the first question, that is 6 by 10 and 9 by 15. When these type of questions will come, what you have to do is, you have to cross multiply. What you are going to do? You are going to cross multiply. And you know what is cross multiplication? Cross multiplication is this, zigzag. Okay, that means what will come here? 6 into 15. 6 into 15. And what will be this? What will be this, children? 10 into 9. What is 10 into 9? 10 into 9 is 90. So you are going to write 10 into 9. Now let's see, when you multiply this, what number you're getting? When you multiply 6 into 15, what is 15 into 6? It is 90. You can multiply and see. 5 6 are 30. 3 carry order. 6 1s are 6 plus 3, 90. So you have got 90 here. When you multiply this, what is 10 nines are? Again 90. You have got both the numbers same. That means this is equivalent. So what you are going to write here? Yes, the fraction 6 by 10 and 9 by 15 are equivalent to each other. This way you are going to do. Whenever the question comes, are the following fractions equivalent? You are simply going to cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you will get two numbers. If both of them are equal, you will write yes. If it is not equal, you are going to write no. Thank you, children. I hope you have understood the first part of chapter fractions. Thank you.